Alright everyone, just figured I'd give you some update videos, or a update video on, current events going on with me, some things going on with me, and just the overall state of my Let's Plays. I know it's been like a week since I've uploaded anything besides the little game reviews and the Resident Evil 6 rants, and the rants against the reviewers of Resident Evil 6, so I figured I'd give you guys a little video with an update. Some of the games that I will be trying to Let's Play later on in the future, because I noticed that my list is starting to narrow down, and about half those games I can't even do because I don't have the hardware or software to actually properly do it. Otherwise you'll end up with the Resident Evil 5 Let's Play quality, and I know most of you don't want that, and I don't want to do that because I feel like it's sloppy and there's little I can really do with the creativity behind it. In addition to that, my Total Video Converter is a piece of shit now. It's defunct, and for some reason it just doesn't want to work. So anyway, yes, I have moved Command & Conquer Red Alert to the current projects. It is a work in progress. I have like 2 missions left of the Allied campaign. The second to last one will give me a shit ton of trouble, but I'll eventually figure it out. I mean, as soon as you see the video, you'll see that, oh yeah, this guy was just being sloppy and whatnot. But I mean, it is me just raging up a storm. I think I've mentioned this. I forgot what video I mentioned it in, but I did mention it somewhere or another. It may have been a video I took down. I don't remember. But yeah, that mission's giving me trouble. But the Allied campaign's almost done. Most of it went smoothly. There is a few tidbits towards the end that started happening, notably, and I think it's video 11. There's going to be a bit there where like my mic drops and it's like a big crashing sound, which I'm going to put a warning, and it's in the video, so I won't forget, because I know there's a few videos I've made where the microphone or something has happened, and it's this really loud boom, and I don't want people listening with headphones to go like, oh shit. So yes, I will be doing Red Alert, both campaigns. Now I understand there was, on the PlayStation it was called Red Alert Retaliation, and the PC version was called Red Alert Aftermath, and that has, it's basically an expansion pack that adds more missions and adds more units. The Soviets got like the Tesla tank, the MAD tank, and then the Allies got like the Chrono tank and a couple other units. Basically they added more units, they added more buildings, they added more functions to both sides. I will be doing skirmish missions, but I will not be doing the campaigns of either side, because honestly the campaigns and those are boring. There's no real story to them. It's just the Allies and the Soviets are going at it again, and like this kind of not so big war type deal. Basically the Soviets are trying to survive, the Allies are trying to put more pressure on them and stuff after the demise of Stalin. That's pretty much the gist of it. We'll be doing Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness, and its expansion pack, Beyond the Dark Portal. Now, this one's going to be done one of 2 ways. Either I'm going to go online and look for a copy of it on Amazon or something like that, or I'm going to use the Warcraft 3 game itself and play. And basically, me and a friend of mine were talking about recreating Warcraft 2 and its awesomeness with the Warcraft 3 engine. So basically, you'll be seeing Warcraft 2 on Warcraft 3, and actually I think there's like a couple of campaigns of it uploaded on some of the Hive Workshop website, and then Warcraft 3 campaigns. I forget which one it's on there, but I think I've seen it up there before. But if I can get the Warcraft 2 version to work on here, then hey, you bet your ass I'm going to do it. I'm wagering it's going to play out similar to the StarCraft Let's Play, where I'll pretty much the God, what was wrong with the StarCraft? I don't even remember that, because that Let's Play was a long time ago, and by the time I had, oh yeah, that's right, I had to download that third-party program to get it play in window mode. That way I could actually record the game. Because for some reason, Bandicam cannot record when it's something that takes up the whole screen, because it causes the program just to go apeshit or something like that. I don't know. But yes, I'll be doing Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness, and Beyond the Dark Portal. I will be doing Age of Empires 2. The problem is like I said, I've been trying to find a program that will allow me to play it in window mode. Unfortunately, I haven't found one yet. If you guys can link me one, that'd be freaking great. I'm debating on either just doing like a couple of skirmish missions, or just custom games or something like that. I might play people online. It just depends, really. But I might also do some of the campaigns, because I know the Joan of Arc and the Genghis Khan ones are actually my 2 favorites in this, and I believe the Genghis Khan one's in the expansion, but I already got both of those installed on here, so it's just a matter of me actually doing them. And for those of you that don't know what Age of Empires is, shame on you if you don't know what it is, although not everybody's familiar with RTS games. Age of Empires is basically one of the best RTS games ever made. In fact, it spawned Age of Empires 3, which I absolutely hated. I thought that game was complete and utter shit. And then they made Age of Empires Online, which I could give 2 shits less for. But for those of you that like the second one and the first one, basically it's just you play as one of, I think it's like 20 some odd factions, And you have England, you have Japan, you have the Vikings, you have the Mongols. You have all kinds of factions in this, and it's basically warfare in the medieval times. And it's a well done game. It's really fun. I did have gripes about some of the resources because I kind of hate resource management in most games, but it's kind of weird I say that because Rise of Nations I felt like was one of the easier ones, even though you have like 6 different resources you have to manage, and this one only throws 4 at you. But anyway, yeah, I'll be doing Age of Empires, and I already have the expansion installed, so basically I'll be playing it right off the expansion. The Star Wars Galactic Battleground Saga, which is the original and its expansion, there were a couple of campaigns of it I wanted to do. I will not be doing the Gungans because I hate the Gungans. That's not even saying that I think their faction is bad in this. I think their faction is actually one of the best. I just hate the Gungans. That's just all there is to it. But I'll be doing the Clone Wars campaigns, both of them. I'm still learning how to kind of replay this game because it's been a while since I played this game. And let me tell you, the expansion adds a lot of crap to it. Lots of new stuff from the expansion pack. I will be doing the Rebel Alliance, the Empire, and the Wookiees. Trade Federation I'm iffy towards because I don't really care much for the Trade Federation either. I think their faction is kind of boring, if I'm being honest. The only real uppity thing to them is that they don't have to build the houses that you need to increase your population. We'll be doing Silent Hill because I know I can emulate PlayStation games. PlayStation 2, different story. And here's the thing about this is that I consider myself a survival horror junkie, but it has been, I kid you not, at least 12 years since I played Silent Hill. So you can almost count this as a blind Let's Play. So I'll be sure to have my shit just drop out of my pants as I'm playing this one. And as soon as I'm able to emulate PlayStation 2 games, I will be taking on Silent Hills 2 and 3. But after 3, Silent Hill just kind of died out for me. I stopped caring about the game and its direction. I still have a copy of Silent Hill 3 somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it. It might be back in my original home as opposed to my home up here in the north. But yeah, I'll be doing that one. And then I will be doing Dino Crisis, which is a game I played very briefly when it first came out. I had fun with it. I remember having fun with it, but I never really got to explore it that much. And from what I understand is that it plays a lot like Resident Evil. So, yeah, it's not its original idea. It's just Resident Evil with dinosaurs. But, hey, at least it's knocking off it's borrowing ideas from a game that did really freaking well. And it's by Capcom, so I can't call it a ripoff or anything like that. But at least it's doing something right. I haven't played Dino Crisis 2, but I was told that one's actually an improvement. And then Dino Crisis 3 didn't really do well, but I'll be giving Dino Crisis a run through, and I'll see how it goes. I'll go on Amazon, buy me a copy, and then play it out a little bit on my PlayStation 2, see how it rolls, and then once I kind of get the hang of things, then we'll start up a Let's Play of it. Now, I'm going to be talking very briefly about a few movies I've seen, and then one that I didn't see but I heard has received just crap ton of negativity, and I saw it coming from miles away. As soon as it was announced, I saw it from a mile away. Now, I'm going to talk about Looper, which stars Bruce Willis, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Emily Blunt. And it's basically the sci-fi movie where you have these loopers, and what they are is that the mafia hires them to kill people that they teleport back from the future. So, in the future, it's like impossible to bury somebody. It's impossible to like kill somebody and get away with it. So they send them to the past to where basically they'll kill them, and then it'll be like a dead person that doesn't even exist yet. So, it makes it easier for the mafia to get rid of like competition and pretty much assume power in their time frame. Now, what happens with Joseph Gordon-Hewitt's character or Levitt's character, I don't know why I call him Hewitt, his future self apparently gets captured and sent back, and so you have like this long-ass chase where one's trying to save the other, and then the other one is like, no, this is my life, I do what I want with it. I'm not going to spoil anything, because this movie is great. This is one of the best sci-fi movies I've seen in a long, long time. I love the crap out of it. I loved Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's performances. Emily Blunt was good in her own right, too. And there is this little kid that's in it. This little kid has to be the most amazing child actor I think I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, I could see this guy going long and far when he's, growing up and stuff. Like, I could see him being a great actor because this kid just kills it. Pretty much almost steals the show, I would say. If it wasn't for Joseph's performance, he would have stolen the show easily. So, Looper, if you haven't seen it yet, go see it before it starts hitting the DVD shelves, because it's a worthwhile experience. I don't remember if they were playing it in 3D or not, but if they were playing it in 3D, don't see it in 3D. Just don't see it. It's not a 3D worthy movie. It's not like so it's honestly, I think 3D fits either a 3D anime or well, no shit, it's 3D animation. Those animation movies like the Disney Pixar ones, the DreamWorks ones, and stuff like that. I think it fits those fine, and then it fits like really action heavy movies fine. Like, as much as I hate Resident Evil Retribution, some of the 3D in it I think would have worked well. I didn't see it in 3D, so I can't really speak from personal experience, but I hate the movie so much. I honestly don't even feel right giving it any kind of praise at all, because there's very little of that movie to praise at all, and the only thing I can praise it for is Mila Jovovich, and I like her as an actress. I think she's a great actress. I just think that this movie is a stain on her pretty much career, even though all she really is an action junkie actress. She's not like, big time like Emily Blunt and all those type people. And, none of the names top, well, Anne Hathaway, for example. That way I'm not just naming somebody that's like looking, name I see right in front of my face. Taken 2 was that movie that I was saying that apparently got some really negative reviews, it just got shat upon, and then I watched some user reviews, I looked up critical reviews, and I was not a bit surprised that this movie did terrible. It looked terrible. It looked like it wasn't going to capture audiences the way the first one did. Now, the first one did get some negativity. Some people were kind of anti towards it. Me, personally, I enjoyed it. It was fine. It was just Liam Neeson saving his daughter and killing a bunch of gangsters. Hey, it's a simple premise, and I was entertained by that. And that's all that really matters when it comes to these action movies, is entertainment. This one has him and his wife get captured, and then I guess he works with his daughter to get both of them freed or whatever. But not having seen the movie, I've just read everything and I've seen everything. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna save my $7 and skip out on this one. Go see maybe Hotel Transylvania or something like that. Which, by the way, I heard was really good. So yeah, if you want to take your kids to go see that movie, do it. Your kids will love it. But yeah, this movie, unsurprisingly, did terrible. I'm not surprised. I don't even know. The problem with Hollywood is that they're under the impression that, if we make one movie that's successful, we should keep making movies about it until either it dies out or, we've killed the series altogether. So for this one, Taken did not deserve a sequel. It maybe deserved a movie similar to it with Liam Neeson, but not like this. If anything, they should have gone back in time like to a younger version of Liam Neeson's character, just something along those lines. But this, I'm not surprised that this did bad. So, if I were you, I would avoid seeing it. Maybe wait till it comes out on DVD. Have like a rental. Like if you're going, if you and a couple of buddies are just gonna drink and watch like a movie or something, Taken 2 might be your go. Watch the first one, the second one back to back. But wait for it to come out on DVD or the Red Box. Just save your money for something better. Because, you got Paranormal Activity 4 coming out. You got some other movies that might or might not be good coming out. So, save your money, put your knowledge where it's at. Dredd. This is a movie I saw a while ago. Actually, it was like the weekend that it opened. I think I saw it on like a Sunday. This movie was great. I loved the fuck out of this movie as well as Looper. For different reasons. I mean, they're both sci-fi action movies, but this one was pretty much a turn your brain off, just watch it and enjoy it for what it is. And this is a movie that I felt like did well with what it was supposed to do, as opposed to Resident Evil Retribution. That being said, Resident Evil Retribution has this, ensemble cast of, famous characters from the games, which, by the way, they were only really characters from the game in the name itself and the way they appeared. Otherwise, their personalities were nothing like the game characters at all. Absolutely nothing like them. Look at Leon in Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil 6 if you played it, and then look at him in the movie. Completely two different people. They just happen to have the same name and dress somewhat the same. Barry Burton. Again, I was going to say they talk totally different, but that's because at least the Barry in the movie can, not say these awkward, face-palming lines. But even in the movie, I thought, this isn't Barry. This is a retired Marine junkie, basically. That's all he was in the movie. And that's the only vibes I got of him. And the thing is that some of these people, they're just introduced. There's no, they just appear out of nowhere. They just appear, and it's like, the fuck? Why are you're adding these people in because gamers are familiar with them and they want to see their favorite people in the movies. And it was a fucking bait and switch because they were nothing like the characters from the games. You could have named them you could have named them completely different, dressed them completely different, and they would have been the exact same as they were in the movie. They wouldn't be anything like the characters in the games, and that's where I want to just bitch slap the fuck out of Paul Anderson, fucking misleading cunt. But Dredd was really good. What's his name? Carl Urban plays the judge, aka Dredd, and basically he's on this. He gets this call that there's like this mafia girl. I forgot her name's Mama. I think it's like Madeline something. But basically, she's throwing this new drug out that's made her really rich and powerful, and basically made her the mob boss of all these lesser gangs. So she's basically formed a super gang by merging and conquering all these other little ones. And she is a vicious freaking lady. I mean, she just kills people and just doesn't give a shit less. And I was like, this is a good villain. Not really complex, but really good. She does what she needs to do to hate her, or to make you hate her. And Dredd's character isn't this kind of anti-hero. He actually does have a compassionate side to him. He just doesn't express it. Like when he sees an innocent person die, he gets, he gets fuming. He wants to take out the guy that killed an innocent person. Like he's actually he's very like if we're going into the RPG elements, he's a very lawful good character. And then he has his partner, who's played by Olivia Thirlby. That'd be this lovely lady right here, who, by the way, is fucking sexy in this movie. I was like, I wasn't doing anything creepy or anything like that. But she basically is this psychic, and she fails her test. But the judges are like, crime rate is so high, we need more judges. So Judge Dredd is the one that gets to assess her, and at first he's like, yeah, I don't think she should. She failed the test. Why should we hire her? But then, like, he hears about her psychic abilities. He goes, okay, well, let's give her a shot. So, throughout the movie, she basically gets assessed as they're taking on Madeline and her onslaught of gang people. But the action in this movie is great. The 3D is used well. I saw it in 3D, and this is the first time, and probably going to be the only time I'll say it, is that I actually enjoyed the 3D in this movie. The 3D went perfectly with this movie. If I had seen it in 3D, I probably would not have liked it as much as I did. The 3D in this movie was great. This is one of the rare occasions where 3D was actually warranted and actually enjoyable. And then there's also the slow-mo they used, but it went well with the story because it was part of the drug that they have. So all the slow-mo bits where you see like people's faces just exploding and crap like that, it's fucking great. And unlike Resident Evil, I didn't feel like I was watching a video game. I felt like I was actually watching just a simple action movie that I can just turn my brain off, just sit back and enjoy. And the thing is that all the characters had personality. Even the simple ones had like something to them, as opposed to Resident Evil, where the only character we had any kind of depth to was Alice, and even that was fucking treading on shallow water. So, this has been like just a little quick vlog video. Pretty much just me saying, hey, go check out Dredd, go check out Looper, avoid Taken 2 because I heard it was bad, and that's just me saying things off of what I know and what other people have said. And then this is also me throwing a few games that you can expect to see Let's Plays of in the future. Not entirely sure when, but I'll work on it once I get Vandal Hearts 2 done and uploaded, once I get Red Alert squared away, and once I get Suikoden 2 fully uploaded. Vandal Hearts 2 is one that I've been really slacking off on, but I'm going to get to it eventually here. I'm pretty much just, right now with Resident Evil 6, I've beaten the game from start to finish. I'm just pretty much going for all the achievements now, and then I'm unlocking things still. So, hey, I can tell you that Resident Evil 6 has a lot of replayability to it. So, anyway, folks, this is Luca Blight, and that's Judge Dredd giving you a generally pretty much well-informative message about what not to do. So, I will see you all very soon for whatever video I churn out, which I need to get the Resident Evil Director's Cut review up, and then I also want to review some other. Since we're bordering on Halloween here, I may as well just focus on survival horror or just scary games, even scary movies. Do some more revisits. So, see you all whenever I see you all.